Deckhand Dolly as a lobster. That is a 12-pound lobster right there. That is the leather of a 12-pound lobster. Now, I'm going to make a blanket for her. Look at that. Okay. Oh, all right. She doesn't want that. All right. You don't have to have that. All right. Let's get on with the show. We got a show going on, girl. You going to go back to sleep? We had guests over today, so she is a little bit tired. She was running around with the... There you are. There she is. There's your mom. Don't look at your mom. It's showtime. Hey, love.
The camera's pointed off, though.
Because I'm showing off the new studio. Look what it looks like. See? Hey, okay. Oh, you want to take her?
Is she rambunctious?
No, but she probably will. So here, you just take her. I used her for the part of the show that I needed her. There you go. Oh, she just went potty too. All right, let's kick off the show. Welcome everybody. Let me get you on the computer. Fergalicious. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go to your channel. Okay. And live. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, what a day. Sunday. Mute the mic. Hello all. Hello all. Boom. Let's make sure it pops up there. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, let's start the show. Cheers, everybody. Oh, the first drink of the day, and it is superb. As you can see, I now have an aquarium here. This is a 150-gallon tank. Right now, it just has bones in it and the lobsters. But this is what it's going to look like next season. Cheers, Martin. I got my tank installed. I got it cleaned. Now I need to figure out how to do saltwater. I don't know how to do saltwater tanks, but how hard could this be? All we have to do is go to YouTube University and figure it out. So, with that being said, let me point this up just a little bit for YouTube, so you don't have to look at my legs, and you can see more of what's happening. There we go. This right here is going to house my lobster next year. I have to perfect it. Now, you cannot have lobsters as pets. I know if you've watched YouTube, you've seen guys raise lobsters. If you buy a lobster, compliments of the brewery, from the store, you can have it. Yo, you're a monster hunter. Thank you very much. That is... Well, you can't see it. I didn't set that camera up right. You know what? Let me show you a monster lobster. And thank you for the compliment. Now, I got to fix this one, so we might as well fix it right now on the show. Because when I was driving down to the PCS show last time, look at that thing, huh? I broke these. And I got to find the right ones to put back on them. Wow. But that is a monster lobster. That is what I'm known for. This thing fell all apart. It was in my camper, flew up when I hit a pothole on Highway 5, came down and burst into every piece that it can burst into. You can't tell anymore. I still need to do a couple fix-it jobs over here and a paint job, but hey, thank you. Thank you. So what this show was about, lobster season's over. It's over, Johnny. It ended last week. It won't be back until next October. This thing will be set up and ready to rock by next October. I'm going to have salt water from my area. I'm going to bring it in. And
Sorry, did you say she went potty?
she did go potty.
Okay.
But she probably wants no, there she is. Wow. She's mama's girl today, huh? So this one was 11 point, what was this? 11.3, I think. My biggest is over here, it's 13. Well, 12.8. Okay, come on, let me round up. Now, I haven't broke 13 yet. I've seen them. I've held 14-pound ones before. Took pictures with them, but they're not mine, so I don't post them. Oh, this beer is going down just superb. Today was 80 degrees out here in Monterey. The visibility was no good. I was gonna go diving to start my halibut season, but I'm gonna wait because I'm gonna start it next week. Next weekend, I'm gonna go down to San Diego. I'm gonna build I'm not gonna build it. My buddy's gonna build me a custom spear gun for halibut season. I'm gonna take my shoes down there with the lingcod leather, just like this lobster leather. Yes, this is lobster leather, and yes, it is pliable. That's lobster leather off a 12-pound. I mean, look at the tail on this one. So if this one was 11, this one was 12. This was not a head of a 12-pound one. That's more like I'm gonna say like a 5-pound lobster. So, lobster leather. I was doing it for Penelope. But man, can you imagine a toupee like that? Maybe I'll make a toupee like that. That would be kind of bitchin', right? Walk on the boats. Just like I mean, look at that. That's not bad. It's a good look. Yeah. Anyway, I digress. So what I do is I do 100% sustainability. Now, a lot of people are arguing with my sustainability, and I get it. My personal best is 13.9 Long Beach. Long Beach is a different story. There are big ones there. I taxidermied one for a guy that just had a baby, and God, I gotta contact him because I'm going down to. He's in San Diego area, and he needs paint for his. He broke the antennas off. I told him be careful, put it up high. He put it up on his daughter's wall, but when I gave it to him in the parking lot, as soon as I gave it to him, when he was putting it in his car, he broke the antennas. And I'm like, man, you just gotta go down and get more antennas. I have about 50,000 antennas. I'm gonna go down, I'll take my kit with me. My puppy's going with me, our first trip. We are not gonna be around other dogs. She's not parvo ready yet. She won't be touching the ground or touching the beach, but here's what she will do. I got her a doggy stroller. She's gonna go with me when I go grunion hunting on Saturday night. Saturday night's grunion hunting night, and I'm taking my dog. I told you Deckhand Dolly's gonna travel with me. Now, is it too premature? I've had 5. This will be my, hang on, 1, 2, 3. This is my 4th bulldog. Our first one lived 11 and a half years. 7 years is good for bulldogs. They have a very fast life. For 2 years, Dolly's going to travel with me, and then we're going to see where we're at with my oldest one. And if he makes it and we're still viable, we're going to, every 2 years, get another bulldog. That's our plan. Dolly came to me by my buddy Justin from Your Saltwater Guide. And I think he has 3 left out of a litter of 8, according to his wife's Facebook page. I don't know if that's correct. I didn't talk to him, but I think that's about right. So next year, there's going to be halibut in this tank. Not halibut. I'm going to put halibut in the tank to make sure it works for the lobster. They'll be my test subjects. I got to check with the wardens of California. Now, I yelled at the commissioners, so I don't know how much information they want to give me, but they're on our side. They're federally funded. And so my plan is to get this dialed in with saltwater. You know, this. I know there's something with salinity or something that I got to figure it out. I've never had a fish tank of this size or a saltwater tank. So I filled it up 3 times today. I scrubbed it. I tried getting this as clean as I could, getting this off. But you don't see this when the water's in it. This is calcium buildup. It was a hand-me-down tank. My buddy gave it to me. And cheers to you, my guy, for giving me that tank. This is going to be fun. My life has just took a turn for the better. But it was always a great life. But now I get to go hang out with people this weekend. They're going to teach me how to catch grunions. Before that, I'm going to go diving, get my first halibut, and then I'm going to use that skin to make my gun. The gun that I'm making is for my friend Star. She's an important person in my life, and I went up for her birthday last August, and we got a 204-pound halibut, and I have the skin. And I'm going to take that skin, and I'm going to put it, inlay it in, oh, I'm not going to do it, my buddy Ian is going to do it. He's starting a custom spear gun business. And he is going to inlay it in the wood. One side's going to be white, the other side will be gray with the skin in it, and we have bones from its spine that we're going to router out and then drill in. I also want it to be negative weight. I'm not a free diver, so I want my spear gun to be on the bottom. When I shoot something and I go deal with a fish, I have to deal with the predators that are coming, and they do come. I don't care what you say. I'll show you what happens. Normally it's sea lions trying to take your fish. They're federally protected, so are great white sharks. White sharks is what they're called, but if you call them great white sharks, then people get mad at that. So, white sharks come, everything comes, even bigger. Lingcod come when you shoot a lingcod. It's absolutely amazing what happens under the water. And I am really, really excited to come down with my puppy next weekend to San Diego. I grew up there. I got my own camper. She's not going to be on any ground I got to wait 16 weeks. She's at 8 weeks or 9 weeks. She's sleeping up to 4 hours now without going potty. 4 hours, so we're getting better. I forgot about this about parenthood and the grueling hours. I know you guys are just getting used to daylight savings. Well, I've been up every 2 hours. I go to bed. My wife goes to bed around 12 or 1, somewhere in there. I've already gone to bed 9 between. I watch shows with her starting at 9, but I'm already asleep. So she sets after she goes to bed. So say it's 12. It was set for 2.5 hours is her bladder. Every week it gets better and better. So the first week was last week, and it was an okay week. The previous owners, or the people that had the litter, did a really good job potty training them, because when she does potty, she does it on a piddle pad. Now I need her to be potty trained on a piddle pad no matter what, because I'm going to be on dive boats, and she's going to be confused. She'll be potty trained, but she's going to be confused. So when I'm on a dive boat for 3 days, she'll be supervised, please. When I'm diving, she'll be supervised. I don't... follow along or don't. I don't care. But, compliments the brewery. Compliments the brewery. So, my plan is next season, I'm going to do a 3-day work week down in Southern California. And she's going to be with me. We're going to be hoop netting one day for 7. We're going to free dive for 7. And then we're going to scuba dive for 7. Scuba diving I have down. Hoop netting, I'll just go on my buddy's boat and pay his services if he has an open charter on whatever day he has. Then I'll come back and I have 4 days off. It's not 4 days off. Now I got to process the 21 lobsters that I got. Next season I am not messing around. We are gonna rock. I want to get over 1,000 lobsters. I want to fill out my card and 2 other ones. I've never done that before, and I would like to do that. Now, with that, I have to give away all the lobster. Can't trade it, can't bargain it. The wardens are all up in a pissy about everything. They're not. They think it's fun. They enjoy my content. Do you know who doesn't? The Commissioner Board. The global warming people. Now, I'm not here to talk politics. That's not what my show's about. I don't even know why I put myself back on that radar. I got off the radar from the wardens. I had a nice hour-and-a-half meeting with my captain in my area. And he said, listen, I got 5 more years. I think I have 2 more years or 3 more years. We had this discussion 2 years ago when I was under investigation for, I don't even know what I was under investigation for, to be honest. Oh, that time it was, I brought back lobster. I brought back a lobster on Lobster Closer 2 years ago. And I had this great idea. Penelope and Oliver, my other 2 bulldogs, I put all my 21 lobsters down. I said, hey, pick one, kids. And they both started sniffing at the biggest one. I'm like, hey, stay of execution. We named it. And then I was going to go let it go. Okay, listen. Before I let it go, I called the wardens. I got the guy that was on desk duty, light duty. He returned my call, and the only thing that saved me was his recording. And I told him what I was going to do, because my buddy told me, hey, my buddy's moved pigs before, and you can't transfer animals, and then you can't relocate them. All right, let me call the warden, see if I can. They said I could. Thumbs up. But the other wardens that were investigating me before, because the harbor master hates me because he thinks I'm running a dive charter business, another investigation. I ain't running a dive charter business. If I got my 6-pack license, guess what? I don't get to dive anymore, dingleberries. Okay? If I can't dive, then I'm not sane. If I'm not sane, you're not happy. Diving brings me an ultimate thrill. Being the best underwater shooting fish, halibut, number 1, and lobster, I made a name for myself. You're watching. Thank you. Please share it out. If you want, you can go to my social media store, seawolf13.net. Purchase a nice t-shirt. But don't you worry. If you're not into me killing things, you're going to be into the beautiful bulldog life that I'm providing for Dolly. Deckhand Dolly. Now, I don't even give away t-shirts because I don't have the money to right now. If this works out, sure. At shows and stuff, I'll bring t-shirts, throw them out to the crowd. But as of right now, there's no giving away. But Matt Ryan, no way. Hang on. For real? You got pictures of it? I would love to see. I guess I can look it up. I know they're out there. Blue lobsters are too. Oh, can you just send that in Messenger? Or, hey, I can't give you my number. My wife said don't give out your number. So, social media, Seawolf13. If you're on if you're old enough to be on Facebook, cool. If not, go to Instagram, get me there, and just hit it in Messenger. Either Seawolf13 or Brent Mitch, BrentMitsch. That is so cool. I've never seen one. I've heard about them, and I've seen a lot of weird stuff though. I've invented a lot of weird stuff. I mean, we're talking. This is leather. And I'm gonna dress up my new bulldog in Barbie doll. I'm gonna make clothes for him. I didn't know what I was gonna do with the leather. Now I do. This is a 12-pound one. This doesn't fit her right, but the 6-pound one, she's 9 pounds right now. We took her to the vet, and we're gonna take her for her next shots our next week before I go on vacation. It's not vacation. It's a working vacation. She's gonna be in the camper. I have the compliments of her. I have the stroller, and she's kettle trained. These are all things. Yeah, that's cool, homie, or homiette. Claus. Where are you from, Claus? Am I saying that right? If I'm not, I apologize. I'm dyslexic, so. I did see, because everybody asked me, could I sell my lobsters, right? My taxidermy lobsters. And I did see one in a Europe. Somebody sent me a picture of one in a Europe shop, like just a shop, and it was for sale for. I looked it up in pounds to U.S. dollars, and it was $2,200. What is going on, my guy? Are you back yet? Are you still on that boat? I mean, my God, getting tattooed, seeing Dave. That looked like it makes me want to go on a cruise ship. I've never been on one. I never want to go on one, but that makes me and my wife go to Cabo all the time, and God, when we'd go to Cabo, we'd come back and our first Bulldog would just give us the biggest attitude. God, it was like incredible. We had really good friends that would watch Louie for the week, and when she was a mom, like she was like a grandma, not because she was older, just how Louie was treated. She fed him on the couch. Like he went to their house, got up on the couch. My buddy tried taking him for a walk. He wouldn't go. That dog wouldn't walk for the life of him. He lived at 11 and a half, so he did something right. Dave showed us the real Cabo. Yes, I would like to go see the real Cabo. Me and my wife went with my cousin and her husband. Went down there, and they got certified, and I took them scuba diving, and I thought they wanted to see sharks, and so I went down and grabbed a couple white-tipped sharks, and then it was a paid service, and they got so mad because you're not supposed to touch the animals, and I'm down there grabbing sharks. I know how to handle sharks. I got one that I fed that was 15-foot long tiger shark in Fiji. Now, I talked him into it the next. They only let you do one shark dive. I said, this is BS. I want to do shark dive again. This is fun. There's no cages. Hell, there's a video of the same dive site with the same group. I can't see. Who is that on Facebook? Oh, there's Dave Hansen. Hello, Dave. John. John's got a serious question for me. Dave, John is over here on. I can see YouTube, but stay over there where you're at. He's got a real question for me, but he said you showed him the real Cabo. Me and my wife would like to come down there and see the real Cabo, but now we have 3 Bulldogs, so I don't think that's going to happen for a little bit. But who knows? Who knows? I do remember meeting Tito Ortiz, and he was married to the porn star at the time, and they had 2 twins, I believe. Yeah, twins. And I just got fresh ink on my legs, and it was the lady with 3 boobies on there, and the kid kept saying boobies, boobies, boobies. And I didn't know who they were until I looked over, and Tito had like 10 fishing poles that, not fishing poles, but the big round tubes that protect the fishing poles. And he was going to be in some tournament. So I started talking to him. Me and my wife had a private car. We don't go down there and get on the bus and stop at every hotel. I think back then it was $100, and you can have your own limousine. It's not a limousine, it's an SUV, but it's fully stocked with alcohol or water, and you don't have to do all the stops. Otherwise, you can go the cheaper route. And I think it's like $40, and then you can hit up every hotel until they get to your hotel. It's just how it works. So we figured it out after the first time. I'm like, I'm never doing that again. It took me 6 hours to get to my hotel. So I used to have a ton of money. Then we had the Biden years went away, but now it seems like something's been turned on again, because I'm making money left hand over foot again in my other businesses, and social media, they're promoting me. Now, I do have to stop cussing. Dave was right about that. And I figured out a way I can cuss and be me, but also have a G-rated station or channel, and that is Deckhand Dolly. There'll be no cussing, there'll be no commenting on her channel. Is she a part of my life? Yeah, she's one of my kids. We treat our Bulldogs like our kids. She's been sleeping in bed. She's never had 850 Egyptian cotton before. I saw where she was staying and it was beautiful, but it wasn't 800. She eats her meal so fast because she used to have to contend with 8 brothers and sisters. So she's growing like a champion right before our eyes. She's potty trained for the most part. She still has accidents, and but I get up every 2.5 hours, and this week it'll be 3.5 hours. Yesterday, last time my wife was so delirious, she tripped over my blower in the garage. That's why I cleaned up my garage, because there was just way too much stuff out here. I am going to have a lobster in this tank. It's completely legal during lobster season only. It cannot be a pet. At the end of lobster season, at the eve of lobster season, either you have to eat it or you have to let it go. Trust me, I'm going to get one of the first ones, and you're going to watch it grow. We can feed it at night. I could put a night camera on here, because they come out at night. That's what they do. And okay, hang on. Does it have to be serious question? Does it have to be? Yes, it has to be legal size, and it cannot be a pet. The guy that was investigating me, we kind of have a better relationship. Well, we did until I started yelling at the commissioner, so they don't talk to me anymore. But hey, what's going on, Lisa? So let me get back to the discussion I had when we were happy and talking before I got involved with the commissioners. I asked him, listen, this is my idea and I wanted to do this. And the captain in my area gave me, listen, if I have a question, please ask him. He doesn't want me to make a mistake and tell other people a fake news or a false narrative or whatever you want to call it. So, listen, I put a lobster back into an MPA when I brought it up here 2 years ago for the lobster closer. I put 3 of them in there. You cannot put them in an MPA. You can't take out an MPA. You can't put them back in. I put them in rocks where everybody goes diving in Monterey. They learn how to dive here. We have about 3,000 people come every weekend. And they do night dives for their, if they're doing the advanced. And it's a very easy night dive because it's sand and the rock, the break wall. I put them in the break wall. Well, I did it. They're still there. They're molting. Every year people find some molt. And they're like, ah! They text me pictures. They're like, hey, here's your lobster doing good. We have otters up here, but that break wall goes, they made the whole boat launch and everything. It's all water in there. If you get a lobster in there, he's protected if that lobster knows what he's doing. I don't think they can breed up here. I don't. So, hang on. John Stanley, Lisa, howdy. They have to be legal size, absolutely. Because I'm going to transport them, which is a huge no-no to transport. But it's a gray area. What if we all live up here and I have 21? They have to be alive or they have to be frozen. So if you're holding them up and you drop them and they crack their head, freeze them. They will not make it, and you've killed something and you're not going to be able to eat it. It's going to go bad. I know this. I've watched it. If they molt. That was not my serious question. All right, whenever you're ready to answer or ask a serious question, John, I got you. Am I circumcised? Sure. Is that what it is? Sure. That's not his question. Hang on, I'm gonna let this guy wear my bling chain. There you go, buddy. Anyway, this one right here, taking the meat out of this tail, this one was the opener. If I had this saltwater tank up and running, it would have been in there. And then at the end, 3 days, or what was it? I think it was last Thursday, Wednesday. I don't know when it was. I would have either had to take it back and put it in the ocean. Oh, compliments the brewery. Or, here's the serious question. I'm ready. That's pretty good. Chance that I already know about your circumcision. Boy, this is a fun show. And I'm not even drunk. God, what a great day. 75 degrees here in Monterey. And I lit up I call it a tractor, but it's a John Deere mower. And I mowed my 2.5 acres. And if you don't stay up on it and during spring, you're screwed. You have to pay somebody like $3 grand to come clear your property. Otherwise, the CDF come out here and they can fine you if they want. So, the aquarium, yes, look at Lisa. Look. There's no water in it. It's been cleaned twice. I went to Home Depot. I got a sub pump because I had to get the calcium off best I can. I didn't do a very good job, but I did the best I can. And then I had to get all the chemicals out. So I filled it up 3 times and emptied it. Now I'm gonna here's what I'm gonna do. Home Depot, if you want to screw me over, but I'm gonna put that in a box and I'm taking it back. It was $109. They don't ask questions. I mean, if they ask me, I'll say, oh yeah, I didn't really want this. So, this one has over 800,000 views, me taking the tail meat out on Instagram. Now, I did put myself into Instagram jail by saying the F quotation marks G word. I didn't know that. I called my boys that growing up, right? I didn't know that was one that... And Mr. Zuckerberg, after Trump said he's on our team and there's no fact checkers. I did go live last night and they don't cut my show off in an hour anymore. So, I'm back, full speed on there. I get about 30 to 60,000 views a day on this one. Just the tail meat remover. It's part 1, part 2, part 3, and this is part 2. The part 1, part 2 has about 70 to 80,000 views, but nobody wants, they like the tail meat. The fins underneath, I didn't even take them off to make necklace or anything, because you can see me when I pulled the meat out, it detaches. It's a muscle, and it detaches, and you can see the fins go bloop, bloop. Next one, bloop. Next one, bloop, bloop. Amazing. Okay. Prior to the lobster pooping, you said you don't eat them. Hang on, there's words there. There you go. I said don't eat them, they don't eat me. Regarding sharks. Okay, yeah, that was it. Well, you ended up killing one and eating it. So, what does that mean now? Okay, great question. For sharks, I'm gonna eat them. I'm gonna go kill a leopard shark. It's in Catalina. I go on dives with my buddies, and I noticed them last year at this certain place. And it's my buddy's boat that I go over there, and he has a yacht out of Newport. We normally stop off at the oil rigs, the sister rigs, on the way over. We take our little dinghy over, and then you have to swim like I think it's 150 feet or 200 yards. You have to stay apart. But you also have to watch out for the service boats. All my buddies run the service boats, so I call them in advance and say, where are you at? Because they were deckhands. Yeah, deckhands. They got their captain's license, and then as soon as they get their captain's license, they leave the dive boats and go get real jobs. Ones they can be home at night, type thing. So they do the deliver service. So I know the visibility when I go. I know the conditions when I'm going. I know the people that are driving those boats are my good friends, deckhands, that now are captains. This is how my life has worked out. And Deckhand Dolly, God, when Matt Ryan said that, because I was going with what Deckhand Ryland, Justin's son. This is where I got the bulldog from, Justin. I think they have 3 more left. If you want to do a reunion, my dog's going to be famous. And if it's not famous, okay, I screwed up and I didn't do things right. But I think it's cute as a button. I mean, how can we not do things right? Plus, I can be rated G. That to me is super important. I watch like a hawk social media. I saw your saltwater guy, Dave, crushing it. And everybody's like wondering, okay, well, who cares? I mean, what, you're just putting your life out there? Now, Dave has a real purpose. He knows fishing. I know nothing about fishing, but I got to meet some great people. They're commenting right now. So hey, John, Lisa, the A team is what we call ourselves. If you don't know what we're talking about, go back and watch. Lisa, John, or anybody, can you just put up a link to your saltwater guide show that we were on? It's an adult show. I screwed up because I cussed all night long. I got in a kill bag, a deckhand kill bag, yeah, Deckhand Sports, with the thresher shark that he's talking about. I'd like you all to be a part of this. We have to work out. The what we can do legally and what we can't. I don't want to put Justin in any kind of. I'm on their radar. I'm going to the commissioners' meeting. I'm gonna dive the day before with Deckhand Dolly and show you abalone. Abalone's my passion. Because my guys that taught me how to get lobsters, when it wasn't lobsters, it was abalone season, and they loved it, and they took that away from us, and they don't give it back when they take things away. And I know this for a fact because I've watched it in my lifetime. So when Dave was saying, hey, I don't care if you guys, Dave from your saltwater guys, I don't care if you guys like him or not, or respect him or whatever. I don't care. A lot of people hate me. Freedivers hated me because I said I'm the best, and I just go down and prove it. I did the 100% sustainability because now they can't even argue with me. Even the guy on the board, the Eric guy that looks like an albino. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to your saltwater guide. They're more professionals. They'll tell you. I'm just a knucklehead that calls in and goes crazy. I'm 54. I have to grow up. I have to grow up because here's what I want. I want them to give us back a section. Prove to us that you're a good government, and they have to now because they're federally funded. Trump's our president. So I don't care where you stand on that. The wardens are federally protected, or federally protected, federally funded. Oh, I'm never going to grow up. But I do need to control my temper. I do. Because the days of going in and just being a dominant person, and if anybody got on your way, I was trained to take them out. That part of the world is gone. But now it's back. Our president got shot in the ear by an assassin on my birthday, July 13th. And here we are. We're not even a year in, and he's president. In California, Gavin Newsom has turned his back on his own people. The last meeting, and I was listening to Dave's noon show, and he's all, hey, he just got back from a PCS show. He's an older dude. Listen, he didn't know this was coming up. It could have been a little bit more well organized, but no, we're going to get organized. Thank you, Lisa, for putting that up. Never grow up. I won't. Chris, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Hey, listen, the salt you gave, or not the salt, sorry. Chris, can you put up your ice thing? I'm gonna sprinkle some on because I'm coming back with a halibut. And if I don't have a halibut, I'm coming back with 30 grunions. I'm going with JC, or I'm not, I don't know. Maybe JC is gonna have something going on. I'll find somebody to go run on the beach with Deckhand Dolly. It's gonna be a long day for me, and then I'm gonna drive back. It's a weekend, and it's gonna be packed. I'm gonna drop off my my leather, my 200-pound. Let me show you the halibut. Now, to be honest, I was gonna make a suit out of this, or shoes. This is a 204-pound halibut from Alaska. I'm gonna cut this leather right in a racing strip. One side of the spear gun will be white. The other side will be gray. Not only am I doing that, I'm dropping off I'm getting Air Force One. You want to go grunion hunting? Listen, my guy, listen. Yes, yes, I can't say that word anymore, but yes, you keep commenting like that. There it is, right there. Don't worry. Hey, by the way, the harbor bugs that I got, look at this. You can't get me to cuss tonight. Oh man, it looks like I'm drunk, but I'm not. But here's one. Here's one. Smaller one. Here's one. Here's one. Here's one. Yeah. This one I just got today. Nice. These are harbor ones. They have a different darker color. I don't know why. I'm not being a racist. It's just what it is. Here's one. Here's one. Here's one. Another harbor one. Get ready, it's darker. And then the rest are all the ear bones from fish that I'm going to make a puka shell necklace with. This year for my halibut, I didn't know about this until the end of halibut season last year. Last year I got 43 of them. This year I want, oh, here's another small little butthole. Oh, cute. So, this year, let me show you my stats last year. There they are, everybody. Very proud of them. 900 pounds of halibut. 900 pounds. I know, I drew that. I'm dyslexic and that's the best I can do. Stop it. This year I'll have a professional artist do it. Those are the dates. I gotta say this, and this is gonna be fun. They say the dark ones are big. Nipple covers, all right, Lisa. Bob, how you doing, brother? Yeah, okay, listen. I'm reading comments now. I do want to have a thong with out of the halibut leather. I think that would be fun. I mean, honestly, I would like to go kill one in a thong from halibut. Like, I'm just gonna go down there and I just want my whole wetsuit to be halibut. It could happen. It could happen. If you dream it, it can happen. Now, I'm gonna have a lot of fun this summer because my area up here, this is gonna kill my algorithm, but I'm gonna say lithium, Moss Landing, and batteries. They say don't eat the fish from up here. Now, normally I give away my fish from here. I can't give them to people because I don't know what's in them. But I can go over down there and get 5 a day. So now I got to get one of these huge deckhand bags that I crawled out of, and I can bring back 5 halibut that are frozen from on ice with Chris from Ice and his ice thing. It's gonna happen. I'm coming back with grunion. Now, I don't have a deckhand sports bag yet, so I'm almost embarrassed by my Yeti bags, right? I'm a guy that was just bought into the Yeti thing until I found out that they went cuckoo crazy like the rest of the liberals in this world, and they as soon as they came out, I think it was like 3 years ago during COVID, saying they don't support Americans being Americans. Nothing gets my attention more than that. I honestly am I'm a class clown. I honestly am. I don't care about politics. And for some reason, I started watching Dave's show because of Justin's show 2 years ago. Every time he went out, he had boatloads of lobsters. I'm like, what am I doing? And then I went down there and dove that area, and I'm like, oh my God. Let's just say I went down and got 7, and that's all you're allowed to get, so that's what I got. What's going on, JC? JC, are you going to be around next Saturday? That's the question. Can me and Dolly hang out with you at a beach of your, whatever your, I need my 30 grunion. I would like to catch them with you. I'm going to be diving earlier in the day. I'm not going to say where, but it's going to be in San Diego area. And then I got to make my way back. I got to be back home by Monday to work. But Deckhand Dolly's going to be with me, but she can't touch the sand, and she can't be around other dogs yet. We're going to wait on that. If I'm down, John, I don't. Where are you? I mean, you were on the boat with us, but are you in San Diego area? I mean, you don't have to say. We're on the internet. Just text me later. Okay, fantastic. Are you a young? And I'm sorry, I don't know this, and you probably told me, but are you young? Like your kids don't do it yet, or can we take your kid? Like, do you take your kids, or do they just not interested? Are they teenagers? These are things I listen. I'm a narcissist. I only pay attention to myself. I think you told me, but I didn't. I was so excited at the PCS show when I actually got to meet people on their faces, and I got to hang out at your Saltwater Guides booth. I went over to my buddy's booth from Santa Barbara Landing, and I saw spear guns being sold left and right for $650 a pop for kids that couldn't even have the chest strength to pull back on them. Preteen and teenagers don't want to hang out with dad. Yeah. Well, listen, you can get through that, like me. Mine always did, because I only got them every other weekend, and then I had them I had to go see them on Wednesdays. And then my daughter chose to live with me in high school and went on all the dive trips. She just was. Everybody was like, "Oh my God, you two are." My daughter is just like me. I don't know what happened. Well, I do, but I turned into a narcissist. Anyway, it's a Sunday show. I'm leaving my daughter alone now. I hope her life works out for her. She's made a really good choice to hate me. So, yeah, check out the fish tank. Let me show you. Let me move this out of the way. This is what it will look like next season with lobsters in it. I'm going to see if it's legal. I hand catch halibut. If I go to, I think Promar sells like an aerator, and I make myself a cooler. I get a cooler, one of my big coolers, my big huge ones, right? And I drill holes in it, and I put the aerator in there. So then I can just go hand catch things. I cannot use a net, and I cannot use, I'll tell you what I can do with halibut. I can go take my stringer, if it's legal, and put it through their mouth and catch them and close the stringer. That's how good I am. You don't believe it? I got videos with it, but I don't know if I'm allowed to show it, so maybe I don't have videos of it. I don't know. It's all logistics, and they're not talking. My game wardens aren't talking to me anymore, all because I decided to be. I'm not putting up with the bullshit. Okay, we're not cussing. That's right. Hang on. I'm not putting up with the commissioners. The lady doesn't even, she was excited to be head of the commissioners, and she doesn't even know what a coyote is. They just released wolves back in our area in Northern California. The dumbest thing ever. They want to bring otters after they killed them all. They said they removed them and brought them up here. I dive with otters all the time. They're mean. They're not cute. They're antisocial. They're federally protected. I'd like them to be open season, and then I can make waterproof Uggs out of them. I can be a basic bitch with waterproof Uggs from an otter. I know how to tan skin at this point. First beer's gone. Let's open up another beer. We got 10 more minutes. And let's keep this show going. Now this one will be not as strong as that one. Let's remove this so we don't look like a complete idiot. Now this is my local brewery out here in Corralitos, where I'm from. And this is a lager. And it's only a 5.5, not a 9%. Delish. Okay, back to this. Ooh, that is pretty good. Back to this. Let me just wear this for the rest of this show. Yes, it is California. I already know for a fact the guy that was investigating me. We kind of have a quirky relationship now. Now it's non-existent because I think I don't know. It got weird ever since the commissioner meeting. Lady doesn't know what a coyote is. This Eric guy says he's a diver and says he's part of us, but then says, no, for 10 more years, no more abalone, even though it's exploded on top of each other. You got to understand, they're 13, 14, 15-inch abalone now on top of each other. They're doing the same thing to abalone as they did to the sea lions. I just don't want to be wrong, is what he says. That's what he says every time. Well, Eric, you are wrong because you slipped up. You told us why. You're still into the global warming and you're still into the gas is bad. Drill, baby, drill. The EPA has been taken down in California. It's part of it. No more smog checks. Eric's behind the times. Eric thinks Tesla's bad, but all other electric cars are good. Eric wants you to make sure you have your diesel engines ripped out and new engines put in your boats, but there's nothing out there for them. But by 2036 or 2036, it has to happen. Gavin Newsom, our leader, joined podcast and is now saying men and women shouldn't compete against each other and turn themselves on the gays. Sorry, gays. I'm in California with you. I didn't believe it in the first place. There's no way a man should be in the locker room with my daughter. I will smash you, homie. I don't care how weak you are. Luckily, my kids are grown and they call me a narcissist, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Mark Zuckerberg's my new best friend. He promotes anything and everything I put out there. 50 to 60,000 views for me. Tickle my fancy, and here I am working on my social media career by going live every night. When I could put out 5 videos a day. Because my life's interesting. I was going to go diving today. Called my buddies, they said it's not good. Visibility wise. You a gorgeous day, probably great out on the water. I'm a fair weather diver. I'll go to San Diego next weekend. I'll dive with my buddy Captain Ian. We're going to get a halibut or we're not. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to get 30, I think it's 30. Can I have 30 grunion? I want grunion. I want to learn how to fish. I am the kid that never got taught, never learned how to fish. And for some reason, I've hooked up with your saltwater guide and they all know what they're doing. They are the best. Which goes back to the shark, John Stanley, if you're still watching. And I'm going to spearfish a shark with my new spear gun. And it's going to go viral. Because I show the depth. I'm going to bring it up. With a leopard shark, I do know this. I've never killed one before, but I do know this. You have to clean them quick, otherwise their urine goes into their meat. As of any fish, you want to get them on ice, I believe. But let's just fast forward and me not having to learn about that curve and just go with people that I know what they're doing. They know how to bait in sharks. Is a great white going to show up? Oh, there's a resident one in Catalina. I've seen it. They are predators, but they don't want to mess with humans. Now, if you're a free diver, they're going to hit you when you're making the movement after killing something and coming up, getting your breath holds. I don't have to worry about that. I see them. You swim up to them. You do not swim away from them. You swim right at them. They don't know what to do. It messes with their head. They're like, everything's scared of me. You man or woman enough to do that? Jump in the water. The mako shark's even worse if you're paddy hopping and you're not using tanks. It's like a crackhead. They come up and they're just shaking. But it's the truth. You'll see videos of it this summer. I'm going to paddy hop with professional freedivers. Believe it or not, people like me and like my content. They don't care that I'm a narcissist. The freedivers and me have a truce. Why? Because I taught them how to taxidermy for free. It's skill. I can't sell any of mine. I can make money. I did 5 for my buddies and friends and people that watched me online. And then I didn't know if it was legal to do, so I have to figure that part out. And then I found out I could do it this way, and okay. You got to get their Go ID and then a picture of the Go ID, and you got to get a picture of them pointing to the one that they got it on, where they marked it on their Lobster card. Now if that changes at midnight or some other night, and I don't know. Holy Toledo! I got an army behind me. Your saltwater guide, or anybody and everybody on the internet that has a brain. You're absolutely right. Rod and reel is absolutely amazing. It's an art form. I've been on the boats with the captains that really know what they're doing. And they don't fish for boats. They fish for fish. And if boats come around them because the bite's on, they get up and move. And they follow, I guess, the current. There's so much stuff that I don't even know, but they know. So these leopard sharks were just a mistake for me diving for lobster, but looking in the sand compliments the brewery for halibut. And I saw 2. And I have them on video. They're over 6 feet long. I don't know what the record is, but I'm shooting one. And then I'm going to do 100% sustainability. I'll make shoes out of, not like this. I'm buying my nephew a cobbler machine. And my lean cod shoes, you will see his skill level. He's in San Diego, so if you want professional shoes made out of your fish, all I can say is, after you have it filleted, keep the skin, freeze it, and then talk to me. And we'll work things out from there. You don't want it? Cool. Just watch. Sit back and watch. Deckhand Dolly is going to be my G-rated show. Can you give your website address? Thank you, Bob. Yes. Seawolf, SEAWOLF 13.net. That'll direct you where to go. If you found me on YouTube and you want to see where I'm doing on Instagram or Facebook, I go live all the time, and when I'm traveling, I don't do multi-platforms. I do one, and then I try mixing it up. When I'm driving Highway 5 and coming back and going to tell you about my grunion after I've slept at a rest stop or wherever on the side of a freeway or at a Walmart parking lot or wherever I've slept. Now I'm going to roll back and I'm going to talk with Deckhand Dolly. Now, she's being crate trained right now, but she'll sit on my middle console with me and look at the camera. She's going to be trained perfect. 1F. See what? Hang on. Let me make sure. SEAWOLF 13.net. Thank you, Bob. If you want to put it up, Lisa, Bob, anybody, please. Someone picked up the wolf from Salinas. In my own backyard, Justin? No way. Do you know him? Hang on, I didn't know you were here. Do you know him, Justin? Because that's 45 minutes away. I go to Salinas to go to Highway 101 to go down to Santa Barbara to get on the dive boats. I'll stop off and see the wolf. Ah. He's going to breed him. I know he's going to breed him. So, or maybe he's not. I don't know. Right? Well, who am I to say? The wolf was the one I wanted. My wife wanted another female to fit in with our female, but our female's a nutcase. Man, that was a tough one. If you watch the videos of her adjusting, this dog is just cute and wants to play. And my two kids are set in their ways. They're older bulldogs. 3 and a 4, that's a 21-year-old bulldog and a 28-year-old bulldog if you're doing human years. He's selling Seawolf tickets. Next season, like I said, it's going to be 1 day of hoop netting, either 2 days of scuba diving, or 1 day of scuba diving and 1 day of free diving. I got buddies everywhere. They want to help me get the world record lobster, which Kelly Hansen has, Dave Hansen's wife from Your Saltwater Guide. Martin knows where the big ones are. Justin knows where the big ones are. I got 20 other people that I went out with this season. And when I went down there, it was terrible viz, but I still brought back bugs. Next thing is, I'm going to be more financially able to do this because of social media, and you guys just share me out. I don't care if you go to the website, share, please. Comment on the videos, not on the page, the group that I'm in, on the actual video. Give a thumbs up. If you really want to know what's happening and you are a fisher like the rod and reel guy, go check out Your Saltwater Guide Dave. He's got captains that'll help you. If you don't want help, go to his website, sign up. He'll tell you right where to go and right where to put what bait to use, what size hook, I guess, is important, and the weight to use according to the current. If you're on the shore, check out his guy, Bill Varney. Now that guy I need in my ear at the commissioners because he's smart, well educated. I'm buying one of his calendars, and every fish I kill this year, I'm going to do the time and date. And this is me. I call it white trash research. But everything I kill, I'm going to come up, I'm going to weigh, I'm going to measure the time, the date, the tide on his calendar. And it has, on his calendar, it has all of that information on it. So all I have to do is put on the page the size and the time. And then after that, I'm not sharing that part with you. Well, I will. I don't care. It's going to be behind me. You're going to see lobsters, not these fake ones, or these aren't fake. These are taxidermy lobsters. That's a real halibut in there. Why I kept them and why I got bought flesh-eating beetles, nobody knows. I will say this though. I have a new daughter. And for 2 years, she's already outside and she doesn't even want to come inside. I don't believe this daughter will turn around and call me a narcissist when she's in her 20s. Maybe she could. I don't know. I mean, future, who knows? I mean, maybe they got doggy therapy and she says, my daddy took me out on the ocean. He went under the water and left me alone with supervised people, but issue. You're absolutely right, Justin. That's what the game warden told me. My buddy that investigated me, that became my buddy, but now is not allowed to talk to me anymore. Because, I don't know, guess the commissioners are mad. So he's absolutely right. I can only keep lobsters during lobster season. So you're going to see one in October. I do the Bug Brothers trips. We go to Cortez. I'll bring back, I don't know if a 13-pounder, I can build a structure back there, a hole for them. I know what they look like. I've grabbed them out of their holes. So I know what to build them. Okay? And then I can put, this could be all be sand, and I can put food in there for him to eat. So at night, we can turn off all the lights and do like a red light in here. Because red light, they don't care about. They don't. I've done it, scuba diving at night. Or this. When I come home from trips, I have 21 lobsters all the time. The month of October, I gotta get rid of 21, or you can put 21 to your wife, but then now they say that's wrong, so can't do that anymore. So I don't care. I'm gonna come back every week with 21. Then I got 4 days before I gotta go back down there. So 1 day of traveling. So I got 2 days to process all these. Take them out whole, take them to the market, have them grind them up. Now they're a byproduct. Lobster sausages. If you're Muslim, I learned from some people on TikTok, they don't want the intestines from a pig. It's wrong. Okay. Hamburger meat. They don't have to be an intestine. Now, when Lisa makes her lobster cheese and mac or whatever app Dave has out there, your Saltwater Guide app has recipes for lobsters from everybody. Can you imagine that? It's not just Dave's lobsters, how he likes to eat them. I know how he likes, he tells us. It's everybody now. Everybody giving input. Go to your Saltwater Guide, or don't. It's a fun group. You want lobsters? Who knows what next lobster season will look like for us. Yes. So, for me, I'm going to get one naturally, Justin, and I'm going to keep it in here, and you're going to watch it, and we're going to name it. And then here's the truth. This is who I am, and I'm going to let you guys know. I'm not returning it. I don't return anything anymore. I didn't get a ticket for putting them back into an MPA, only because I have a call from a warden, a voice recording, saying that I could do what I did. So, if they would have prosecuted me, he would have been fucked, and okay, hang on, you can't say fucked. He would have been screwed, and so would have the California's wardens. I'm not here to make money and promote myself by clowning on wardens. Wardens are the best. We need them. We do not need the commissioners that believe in fossil fuels ruining our oceans. Now, if fossil fuels are ruining our oceans, then cool. What are we going to do? We don't own lithium. I don't know what to tell you guys. 90% of us looked at each other and said we're not racist towards each other, and we don't believe in China's coming over and taking everything. You want to buy your fish from the markets, the box stores as Dave called them? I'm not big enough, I'll tell you who they are. You want to go there and think you got fresh fish? Taste a real lobster. Taste one from the harbor. And then taste one from the island. Island, boys! I'm a purist. I love island ones. This is an island one. The ones I got from the harbor, don't worry. I'm going to add a little food coloring, red, kind of, and yellow, to make it this color for the epoxy. But I'm going to sprinkle them like I did the thresher shark tail, so that you'll know what they are. They're all right in here. They're dingy right now. Now, I'm not saying anything's wrong with the ones in the harbor. I eat them. I'm fine. My dogs eat them. The new puppy hasn't eaten, but she's not allowed to eat anything yet. Grunion, sure. I'll grind up the meat. I don't know grunion, but I'm sure you can fillet the meat. They're small. And if I don't get a halibut in the daytime, after I get my grunion, I'm throwing on my wetsuit and I'm going out in the surf. I'm going to shoot myself a halibut at night. They glow at night. Because if you train your eyes right, this is what freedivers have taught me. You can't use any kind of light for 15 minutes, so you have to use red or green lights. And your eyes, your pupils have to go constricted. And then you go out there, and then when you're looking at sand, instead of them blending in with the sand, now they're black instead of being blended in with the sand at night only. I'm used to killing my limits in the daytime, and I get them in instantly when I go down there. I get them so quick that I have to hand touch them and tap them on the head. Hand catch them. They tried to get me for harassment, but didn't work. Yes, I will research. The eve of, after everybody's been watching since October, next March, you'll see me reach in the tank, pull them out, fillet them right in front of you, kill them right in front of you after I've named them and fed them. And I'll process them and I'll eat them for the eve of the closure. We'll also document how much he grew. I'm going to weigh him before he goes in the tank. I'll weigh him every week just so you know if he's growing or if he's not. If he molts, I'll show you the molting process. I'll put a live cam in there. How about that? So if you don't want to watch, don't. If you do want to see fucking, oops, cuss. If you do want to see real research, and I'm not a biologist, I'm a dummy that plays one on, I don't even play a biologist. I'm just the most dominant person in the water. Hate me, love me, it doesn't matter. You hate me, I'll learn how to make you like me. Freedivers love me now. I go talk at their groups now. They're asking me back next year. I will tell you this. I'm 54. I'm going to give you 20 years of entertainment. So if you want to see a leopard shark shot and then turned into shoes, When great whites, or white sharks, sorry, for all the people that yell at me for saying great white. When white sharks come up to me and approach me, I will show you how to deal with them. It's just like a dog. If you run, they're going to chase you down and tackle you and bite you. If you go straight at them, they do not. Their brain, their apex predator. They're used to everything going away from them. If you're going to put a scuba tank on and get in the ocean or be a free diver, just know you're not at the top of the chain of food. Now you can use shark shields. I have them for people that dive on my boat, and I use them. Halibut season is here. It's going to get kicked off next weekend. I'm going to do something with this goatee. It's getting out of control. So either I do this and I start putting like fish bones all the way up on it like that, or I cut it. I cannot lose it because I don't have a chin. Are you ready to eat?
I know.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. How you doing, love?
Good.
Oh, there's a baby. Come here. She's just following you.
I just took her out there. She went potty. She ran around.
Can you grab her for me and hand her to me? I'm gonna end the show with. Hang on.
She's tired today.
They got 3 left, I think. Amanda was saying.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Did they have
Oh,
puppy pickup
hey.
today?
Yeah, and you know where a wolf went?
Where?
He doesn't know the guy, but Salinas.
Oh, he's close.
Yeah,
Oh.
right in our own backyard. All right, only 1 left. Hey, Justin just said there's only 1 left, love.
Which one?
Which one? Which one, Justin? If my wife wants to know, and we're not getting it. Don't
Okay,
worry.
No.
No, we already went through the peppy training. This is mine. Look at that. Ugh. Look at the camera. Woo! Yes. This dog will do anything. You think I can't do pictures? Look at this. Look at this. Come here. Come here. Lobster leather. Come on, wear the hat. We will do a photo shoot this week of lobster leather for the dog. All right, go see mom and your brother and sister. Please don't ruin my computer. Thank you. She headbutts the door already. She knows if there's a crack in the door, she hits it. Grab some peanut butter then. Penis butter is what we used to call it in my day, but you're fun. Taco Timothy Jr. She's my daughter. I'm not a ped. But anyway, I digress. Adult show, yes. Listen, I'm 54. You think you could say something that's gonna shock me? I have gaping buttholes on my Air Jordans 1 of 1s, lobster leather. I'm about to have lingcod leather Air Force 1s. I confirmed it from some dudes from Chicago that I met on their live on TikTok. You can't. You're gonna shock me someday. Now, I'll tell you what. You want to talk about shocking? I wear a shark shield when I'm shooting these halibut for the great whites, and I want you to understand something. One of them came up electric ray, and had sex, and it's all on video. Of my shark shield that's throwing out electric current. Just sat there, just pumping it. That's better than any peanut butter you have, young man. My ankle has had sex with a electric ray. The second most deadliest animal in the ocean, which I've touched too in a previous video. Now the bigger ones are like rattlesnakes. The small rattlesnakes just hit you with all their venom and throw it in. The bigger ones just say, hey, stay away, and here. I need to save this in case I have to kill something later to eat it. I'm going to have a fun life. I'd like you to join me. Seawolf13.net if you want to buy merch. Otherwise, Seawolf13 on any social media. I pop up everywhere. Yesterday I went on Instagram. I'm not in jail anymore, so I had over an hour show. COVID. Oh my God. Poor Lobster might die. Oh, it already died. Lobster leather is a real thing. I invented it. Hey, Wardens. And Eric. I have a byproduct. It's called lobster sausage. We call them sea dogs. If it's illegal, come on over. Cameras are on. Make me more famous. It's a byproduct. I don't sell it. I don't trade it. I just invented it. And for 4th of July. Are you listening, Wardens? For 4th of July, I'm going to barbecue up some sausage dogs from the harbor. I'm not afraid of harbor dogs. That's where I'm going to get my world record. This one was from the islands. This one was from the islands. Because last year, after I knew I needed lobster leather, now I know what to look for. Molting lobsters. Most guys grab one that's squished and says, no way, that's weird. I say thank you. They taste the same, they're easier to clean. Now I have a toupee. Cheers, everybody. You also see every halibut has 2 ear bones. They're called oodaloo. I don't know what they're called. There's something that the biologist will tell you what they're called. I'm going to make a puka shell necklace with it this season. So I had 43 last year that I didn't know that I had them. So that means I'll have 83 ear bones. But I'm going to double that this year. What does that mean to you? Well, it's pretty simple what it means to you. You're entertained. You're going to see a man that doesn't care about politics, doesn't care about Eric, the pasty guy on the commissioner board, or the dumb bitch that fucking says she doesn't even know what a coyote is, but she's running our California commissioner board. Says she wants to be my friend. And with that, that's my Sunday show. Join in Monday, because I don't know what's about to happen. Why is it? Is Taco Timothy going crazy? Panda. Hey, love. Yeah. Do you remember Panda? Panda's left. Panda's the only one left.
Don't tempt me.
Don't, okay. Just as she says, don't tempt her. Listen, I'm not getting up. Listen, I'm not getting up anymore. Hey, Justin, thank you.
We're quarter of the way through.
We're quarter of the way through, she says. But I want to say this before I leave. You guys, piddle paddling training has saved our lives. Because there's been mistakes, but they've all been on piddle padding. How great is that?
It's about 90%. Which, yeah.
90%. It is amazing. But I also have to have, it's not a piddle pad, it's going to be like a, what is that artificial grass called, love? AstroTurf. And it's going to be a square by 2 feet by 2 feet or
Yeah,
4
but then how are you gonna spray it off?
On the boat, on the dive boat, you just dip it in the salt water. You just put it on, so she'll know right where to go. That'll be after we potty train her, and that's what we'll be working on. Okay, yes, and that is, listen, she's had mistakes in the house, but she goes straight for the piddle pads. So, great job on the litter. Great job on getting rid of 7 of them. Now, my other 2 bulldogs, I explained to them, she's like a stepchild. She's not papered. There's not papers with these ones. And the pricing was non-papered ones, and it was fantastic. I couldn't afford this one if it had papers with it. I could have dreamed about it. And now my dreams have come true. Deckhand Dolly. G-rated Brent. You all have a great night. Happy Sunday. Justin, thank you for everything. Dave, thank you for everything. And everybody that's following me, thank you for following. Seawolf13.net if you want to buy it. A shirt or a hoodie or sweats. And Deckhand Dolly apparel's coming. As soon as I sell out of these. Anyway, have a good night.